I received this question today. It was about my attendance sheet, and this lady would like to do totals and also have the days that their dates of their absences and dates of their sick and what other type of leave they have. What I have done is I have worked that out, and I'm going to show you how I did it. We have employee 1 here. I've done this one, and so you can see the sick and the vacation days that they have, and basically you could just put in any letter that you wanted to make it color conditionally formatted. Employee 1 has 2 sick days and 7 vacation days. So let's go to the next sheet, and it says employee 1, and it has 2 sick days, and so he was sick on January 21st and February 11th, and these are the vacation days that he's taken already. Let me show you how I have done this. On the first sheet, what I did first of all, I think I might have changed my date a little bit here. So what I did is I put in the date and I formatted it so that only the format cells, and I did number, and I did custom, and I just wanted the day. So that's what it is. And then I dragged that down to get the whole year here. And then I won't go into how I did the weekends and everything else because that's covered in my other video. I put a blank cell in between employee 2 and employee 3, so I'll unhide this. So the first thing I did is on the second sheet, I have total sick days, and so I just did a direct link to it. So let's go to the second sheet, or the first sheet, and they have 3 sick days, so let's click on that and press enter. And then for total vacation days, same thing. I go equals, and then we'll go back to the sheet 1 and get their employee 2 vacation days and press enter. I have entered in a row between the 2 and the 3, employee 2 and employee 3, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this range. And so I'm going to select all the row all the way to the end of the year, and I'm going to name this employee 2 just because it'll be easier than having to type this. It'll be easier for the formulas later on. So now let's go back to the beginning, and what we're going to do is we are going to count the number of S's and the number of V's in here. So what I did in this row is I did a count if, and then what I did is I selected the first cell. What I did is I put the second cell on there as well, or the same cell on twice, but what I've done is I've put the D7 in twice, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to F4 the first D7 so that it stays the same, and then what we're going to count is the number of times that the value of D7 occurs. And we'll go close the bracket and press enter. And so right now we have 0. When we drag it across, you'll see that it has 1 sick day, 2 sick days, 3 sick days, because the 3 S's have occurred, and so let's keep going. And then it will start counting on the vacation days. That's not going to really help me. For starters, all these zeros don't help me much at all. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go, I'll start it with an if D7 equals nothing, then we're going to leave it blank. And if it contains something, then we're going to count. Oh, I forgot a comma here. Okay, so now when we drag that across, we get just the numbers with on the dates that have color in them. This doesn't help me much because I need to define which ones are sick days and which days are vacation days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the sick days and the number 1, the S and the 1 together, and the S and the V and the 1 together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in my formula. I'm going to go D7. And then I'm going to go ampersand to add stuff, and then I'm going to put quotation marks, and then I'm going to put a dash, and quotation marks, and then another ampersand to add it to the other one. And so now what we're going to get is we're going to get an S1 and a V1 and all the way down. So we'll press enter. So let's drag that across. So we get the S1s, the S2s, the S3s, the V1s, the V2s, and V3s. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our sheet 3 and we're going to do an index match here. So we have 3 sick days here. So we're looking for the date of the first sick day, the date of the second sick day, and the date of the third sick day. So we'll go index match, so equals index. And what we're going to do is we're going to index, and I've named the dates. So I'm going to, so here it is, my named range dates. And then I'm going to put a comma, and then I'm going to put match. Okay, so what I am looking for is this first sick day, so I'm going to go S-1, actually I should put quotation marks around that, S-1, quotation marks, and I'm going to look in the employee 2 range that I've named. So I'm going to go employee, and here's employee 2. Okay, and I would like an exact match, so I'm going to put 0 in here. And I'm going to close the brackets, 2 brackets to close, and then I'm going to get a date that's similar to this one. Now you can go to format and do that, but or if you have a date that's already here, what you can do is go click on your date, take the format painter, and click on your next date, and you will have the date. Now, so if we drag this down, you'll get the same date in here as right. So now what we need to do is just change this S1 to an S2 and press enter. And that will give you the second sick day. And if we drag this down again, it will give you the third sick day. Okay, so let's just do it quick again for the vacation days. So what we're going to do is we're going to do equals index match index, and so we're going to index the dates. Makes it easier when you name the ranges. You put a comma, and then you do match, and you go, and so we're going to look for vacation day 1, so it's going to be quotation marks B-1, and we'll go quotation marks, and then we are going to put employee 2, and of course we want a 0 because we want an exact match, and we're closing the quotation marks and pressing enter. Take the format painter and you paint your date to get the right date in there, and so then same thing, you can change that to vacation day 2, and you will have your vacation days in for you. So that's how you total up your days that are off on your calendar or on your schedule. I would go back and hide this because it doesn't need to be seen. Just you who happens to know now that this is how you get all your totals and your dates for your staff. Please subscribe.